All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the sincere Akim, who wish the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in spirit and in truth. Coming back at you with another lesson, a real quick lesson, and wanted to get into how, as prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our people pretty much reject us. All right. The nation of Israel has had a history of rejecting the very prophets that have been sent to them to correct them, admonish them, rebuke them, and set them on a straight path via delivering the words and the messages of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua unto the nation. Okay. And, Israel just flat out kill you for telling them the truth, for telling them, thus saith the Lord. Okay. So there's a precept I want to grab in Hosea next. But first, let's start here in Proverbs, the first chapter. All right. So this says, wisdom warns. I'm going to read this in the NLT. So this is Proverbs 1:20 in the NLT. It says, wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls to the crowd along the main street, to those gathered in front of the city gate. How long, ye simpletons, will ye insist on being simple-minded? How long will ye mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Okay, and that's our people, man. Our people, they love to be simple-minded. They love to relish in their mocking. The nation of Israel is a bunch of mockers. You look at the entertainment industry, the best comedians are Israelites. All right. The funniest comedians are Israelites. And a lot of times, they make fun of so-called religion. Okay. They make fun they initially they mock the Heavenly Father. Okay. And because they know that that's going to, sell, that's going to generate some laughs. You know what I'm saying? And so they mock the Heavenly Father. You even had Mike Epps, and there was another individual some time ago, about 7-8 years ago. They had dressed up like Israelites and was mocking the prophets. And then shortly, a couple years later, one of the individuals, the dude that he was that Mike Epps was mocking the Heavenly Father and the prophets with, he dropped dead. Okay. But that's Israel, man. They love to mock and relish in their mocking. Okay. How long will ye fools hate knowledge? All right. And they hate the knowledge of the Lord. They don't want to know the Lord. They want to know, idols. Okay. It says, come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. Okay. So coming to the Lord and understanding his will makes you wise. I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. All right. And the average Israelite, pays the prophets of the Lord no attention, via YouTube, via, actual interaction, or being out on the highways and hedges as prophesied in the chief place of concourse. The average Israelite will just walk by and won't pay attention to, the admonishment that the Lord has the prophets putting out for the betterment of those Israelites that, stroll on by. It says, you ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. When your calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you, when they cry for help, I will not answer. though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. So it's going to come a point in time when Jacob's going to be anxiously trying to find the Heavenly Father, but by then it's going to be too late. Okay. So all the 2/3 that's here in Babylon the Great of the nation of Israel, when this society collapses, all right, and it's time to really to really be on the Lord's side and depend on the Heavenly Father for that protection. The 2/3 they're gonna be trying to find the Heavenly Father, but the Heavenly Father is not gonna be found of them. Okay, it says, "For they hated knowledge and chose not to fear Yahweh. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes. For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency. But all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm." All right, so that's the elect. The elect is going to be untroubled by the fear of harm. All right. Now we understand, the perils that's set before us. All right, via believing in His word. All right, because we're the main target that Esau is going after. The true and sincere believers, the elect. All right. We know what the scriptures say. Second Esdras. Esau coming down. As a madman sparing none. Revelation. He knoweth he hath but a short time. We know that. But we don't love our lives like the 2/3 do. So if we're presented with death, aparatizah, we can face that manfully. All right, but the 2/3, them loving life. All right, this BS life so much. When that harm comes, there's gonna be fear there. All right. Hosea 9 and 7. I'm gonna start at 7 and 8. This is in the NLT. It says, "The time of Israel's punishment has come. The day of payment is here. Soon Israel will know this all too well. Because of your great sin and hostility, you say, the prophets are crazy and the inspired men are fools." Okay. So this was referring to the time period of the northern kingdom prior to them getting taken down and going into captivity under the Assyrians. Okay. Them being in the position they were in, seeking idols and going to the king of Assyria for help and so on and so forth. Them trusting in their armies, their military. All right. That hostility. All right, as it says, because of your great sin and hostility, you say the prophets are crazy and the inspired men are fools. All right, so that's what Jake does when they in a position of comfortability. They're making money. They, you see it now. A lot of the Latin tribes, all right, the Northern Kingdom. Matter of fact, a lot of the Northern Kingdom that have come from Central and South America up to the U.S. All right, many of them can't even speak English, but right off bat, they're pretty much handed goodies. They're getting handouts. All right, and they'll look at the prophets of the Lord like we're crazy. Not understanding how crazy they look. Being being fresh off the boat here in America and don't even fit in. But they're trying hard to fit in. All right, but because they got a job automatically, they got a house, they got cars. You know what I'm saying? They got a damn. They got what they need. Okay, they look at the prophets of the Lord like we're crazy for not for taking the stance in which we take. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but that's the nation of Israel. Period. The nation of Israel look at the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai as being crazy and shit. Being fools. All right. It says the prophet is a watchman over Israel for my God. Yet traps are laid for him wherever he goes. All right. So that's you know what I'm saying? As a prophet of the Lord, man, there's traps set for us by our own people. All right. You got these agents that have penetrated camps. All right. That's um doing the bidding of Satan. All right. Reporting back to Esau, Edom, in whatever alphabet organization they're affiliated with. Okay. Certain Israelites, just monitor, working for Esau, monitoring the comment boards and seeing who's putting this, putting that, or even, just in day to day life, man. You got certain Karens, all right, amongst, in the Israelite world or community, so to say, that just, like take the so-called black woman for instance. All right, she can't stand being corrected. All right, and if she found out, if you work with a nigga woman, and she found out you was an Israelite, all right, or seen you out on the highways and hedges, you best believe she gonna, you know, try to make your life a living hell by going back to Esau and snitching on you, or just talking shit to you about talking shit about you to her co-workers. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, women gossip. So before you know it, everybody on the plantation knows. Oh yeah, that's that one Israelite dude. Yeah, that nigga crazy. Da, da, da. That's why he don't talk to nobody. He racist. So all this BS. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's what we gotta face, man. Okay, being the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 8 again. It says the prophet is a watchman over Israel for my power. So we're set up by the Heavenly Father to watch over our nation. Okay. Yet traps are laid for him wherever he goes. He faces hostility even in the house of the Most High. All right. So, like I said, even in the Israelite camps, okay, you come into the world of Israel. All right, you're illuminated to the knowledge of being an Israelite. You know, you're gonna face hostility. Okay. Um, various camps. Talking shit. Uh, you know, you see how Sakari, whenever they get a chance to attempt to shit on the apostles and elders, they take it. Okay, the latest BS is that from Alazar of Sakari is he mentioned that Apostle Tar is jealous of Bishop Nathaniel of IUIC success. Like that's the furthest thing from the truth, man. Okay. But that's just part of the hostility that we gotta face. Um, you know, being in the truth. Okay. Next precept. This is Matthew 13 and 57. NLT, it says, and they were deeply offended and refused to believe in him. Then Yahushua told them, a prophet is honored everywhere except in his own hometown and among his own family. All right, so a greater aspect of his own family, is your own people. You got your immediate family, but the nation of Israel is a family as a whole. So amongst our own people, our own kind, our own kin, our own nation, bro, we don't get no respect. We don't get no we're hated. We don't get loved, from our own people. When the Lord set us up to be watchmen over them. Okay, but that's how the Lord set it up. That's how the Lord set it up. Matthew 23 and 37, NLT. It says, Yahushua grieves over Jerusalem. It says, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones the Most High's messengers. How often I have waited to gather your children together as a hen protects her chicks beneath her wings, but you won't let me. Okay? So, Yahushua came to save. All right, he came to heal. All right, when he came as Yahushua. Okay. Um. However, you had day of the circumcision that was still in the land at that time that rejected the Lord, as we just read in Matthew 13. They rejected the Lord. Okay. Um. It says, and now look, your house is abandoned and desolate. For I tell you this, you will never see me again until you say, blessings on the one who comes in the name of Yahweh. Okay. So, as a nation, we haven't been back to the land of Israel, to our homes, that the Lord gave us in over 2,000 years. Because you got to remember that you had 70 AD that happened, in which we fled into the interiors of Africa, into Europe, north, south, east, west, to get the hell out of Israel, to escape that persecution from the Romans. All right, so we're not truly gonna be at rest and be unified as a nation until Yahushua returns on the second coming, delivers the elect, and gets the kingdom of heaven established. All right, we still gotta root out the rebels. All right, the Israelites that don't want to bow down to Yahushua is going to be put to death, in the wilderness, as the prophecy says. Okay, and then after a period of time, you're going to have true unity and true peace amongst the nation of Israel. Okay, and that's when when hell breaks loose, when all hell breaks loose, man, our people is going to realize how important and how true the message of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the form of prophecy is, which the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has been prophesying all these years, from from Adam to Adam, the first man Adam, the second man Adam. All right. So our brothers out, that was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.